My TTL computer. Today is going to be the finale of our look at applications that I've been able to put together for my TTL computer. And I think this is something special. I put a lot of time into actually getting this program put together and a lot of the supporting hardware I needed to make this happen. So I'm pretty pleased that it was all came together, and I'm excited that you're all going to have the opportunity to participate. So hang in there to the towards the end of the video so you get the details of how you can participate. And there's going to be a, a defined window for when that participation can occur. So anyway, let's get going. I have the program already assembled, and I'm just about ready to we're ready to transfer that up. And that's going. So what I've been able to put together is a little bit of a guest book for my TTL computer. And it's kind of just going to be what it sounds like. So we're going to have the ability to view the guest book, and we're also going to have the opportunity to sign the guest book. And sounds really trivial, but it was hard to get done. And the guest book is going to actually have, it will be able to have it will maintain 8 signatures in the guest book. And if we go over 8, it will just roll over. So there'll always be a rolling 8 signatures in the guest book. Okay, so this has been loaded up to my TTL computer, and we kind of see what I just walked us through a little bit. TTL Guestbook. We can do now. You don't have to hit return on anything. It's doing working on keystrokes, so that's not required. So let's do 1, and the guestbook is empty, so there's nothing there. So we need to sign the guestbook. Okay, asking for initials. Now you have to enter 3 initials of your name, and again, return is not required. So I will do mine. Okay, and let's take a look at the guest book now. And we have the 1 entry. All right, let's just sign again. And how about we'll use, I don't know. And let's take a look at the guest book again. Okay, so you get the idea. So this is the program uses almost all the space in the computer. And actually, if you recall, with hex load, we ended up storing hex load in RAM. And we said that one of the benefits of that is we could use some of that the program loaded in could utilize some of that RAM. So we're actually using 32 bytes, I think it is, 32 bytes in that we've taken away from HexLoader, that we've reclaimed from HexLoader, is our section of memory for the guest book. Okay. All right, but this is the cool part, what I'm about to show you now. So what did I just do? I opened up a telnet session to my TTLCPU.us.2. And what that is, if you're unfamiliar with what telnet is, it's like a terminal program for the internet. So I just telnetted into my TTL guestbook. So my TTL computer is available and connected to the internet, and you're going to be able to sign the guestbook, and it's pretty easy for you to do. So what I'm going to ask people to do is to telnet into the TTL guestbook and view the guestbook. And here's our entries that we did before. And then sign the guestbook and put in your own initials. And then view the guestbook again. And then copy the guestbook as you see it. and then go back to my YouTube channel, and in the video comments, post your guest book into the comments. And this way we'll have a rolling log of all the folks who signed the guest book. So hopefully we'll have more than 8, which means we're going to roll over in the guest book, but we'll have the log to see all the people that signed the guest book. And I will also log in occasionally and put a snapshot in there as well. Okay, so hey, I hope you think that's pretty cool, and that you are going to take the time to sign the guest book. So I'm going to close this down. I'm going to just tell you a little bit more about the setup for PUTTYTEL, which is the TELNET program that I used. And if you're unfamiliar with Putty, that's a very popular open source networking suite. So if you already have Putty, you probably already have PUTTYTEL. But if not, you can Google Putty, Putty, and then on the website, look for PUTTYTEL, and you can download just the PUTTYTEL Telnet client, and that's all you're going to need. And it's just a single executable. So I'll just quickly show you about the setup for PUTTYTEL. So what you're going to want to do is launch Putty and then go to Terminal, and you're going to want to force off local echo off and local line editing off. And what if you don't do those things with local echo still on, you may get what you type is going to appear twice on the screen, because the terminal is going to put the character that you type, and then my TTL computer is going to echo. So you're going to see your things entered twice on the screen if you don't turn local echo off. And then local line editing, if you have that on, Putty will not send you what you type until you hit carriage return. And again, that's not what we want. So we want to force local echo off and line editing off, and that will be the setup that we need. And then once you set those, you could go to default settings and just click save, and that will save those settings for you. Okay, and that's all you really need to do for the Putty setup. Windows has its a built-in Telnet client. You have to turn it on, but I had issues with that. It didn't seem to be able to turn the local echo off, and it's just annoying when all those characters you type appear multiple times. So that's why I switched over to the PUTTYTEL, which seems to work just fine. Okay, so I will have the details about the connection string for Putty in the description of the video. But again, it's just PUTTYTEL or Telnet, and then the computer name, My TTL CPU US 2 space, and then the port number 3064. So you're gonna need to give care when you enter that in, because it needs to all be correct. And then that will get you right into my TTL computer and the guest book. Okay, so I hope you think this is cool. I hope that some people will take the time to sign the guest book. That would be a real cool thing for me to see. And key thing is that my TTL computer will be connected to the internet and available for logging in for 1 week. And that will begin from the date that this video is published for 7 days following that. And that's going to be your window to participate and log into the guest book. So again, I hope you think this is a cool thing and a really neat wrap up for our series. And our next video is really going to be a final review video, and I'll talk about more technical stuff about the project and how it differs from Ben Eater's computer and 1 or 2 others. And I'll also just leave you with some final thoughts on what I'm going to do to go further with this computer. But again, hey, hope that this was a interesting series for you, and I look forward to you signing the guest book. And that's it. Thanks for watching.